You there. Yes, you. Do you have someone that you wish to be rid of? Yes, of course you do. Everyone does. So, do you want to play a game? Good. Have you ever heard of a game called Knock Knock Mary Rose? No? Well now, allow me to explain. The following is a set of brief but accurate instructions on how to play with Mary Rose. The origin of this game is unknown, only whispers and hearsay, but no one can say for certain how the story actually goes. Some say that Mary Rose died in the 1800s on her 15th birthday. Her father loved Mary Rose and showed it in ways that left crimson stains on ruffled bed sheets. Turning a blind eye, her mother knew of her husband's disgrace. Sometimes her mother would even stand in the doorway, smiling bitterly as tears trailed down her face. Mary Rose killed her parents, then herself, leaving behind a note written in blood above her parents' bed that read, "Come find me, if you can." Not everyone can play this game. To those who can't successfully begin the game, you will have nothing to fear, for nothing will happen. The ritual will simply not work, and for this, you may want to consider yourself lucky. This is the easiest and safest way out of the game. For you see, if you have never experienced great anguish, pure hatred, or a feeling of complete hopelessness, then chances are the game will not start. Also, let me note that this is not always a fair game, and you'll be gambling with fate. If you're someone who isn't good at following instructions and getting things right on your first go-around, then proceed no further. Your death will not be on my hands. It is advised not, and I repeat, not, to do any sort of drugs before starting the game. Trust me when I say, you will want to be fully aware of your surroundings. Lastly, if you still choose to wing it and not follow my instructions to the letter, then whatever happens is no fault of mine, my friend. Don't say I didn't warn you. You'll need 3 candles, 1 black, 1 white, and 1 dark blue. An empty room. Do not use a room that is too big. The smaller the room, the better. Make sure the room you choose has only 1 entrance and exit. A room with no closets or any other doors is highly suggested. A door. The door must lead out of the room of your choosing. A lighter or matches. Something belonging to the person you want to curse. The more personal the item, the better. Salt. Yes, table salt would work just fine. A quill pen or dip pen. A small empty container. Your human blood. Don't try and use someone or something else's blood for your own sake. Paper. A knife. A large mirror. The kind of mirror that's on top of most dressers will do. Important notes. You cannot play this game in a group. This isn't a party trick to show your friends. You must be alone while playing with Mary Rose. This means no one else should be in the location with you while you are playing. You wouldn't want someone's death on your hands, would you? The game must be played between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. and end before 6 a.m. If you fail to beat the game before 6 o'clock, you automatically lose. Lock all windows, pull all the curtains closed, cover all mirrors except for the one you will be using, and close all the doors. This includes closet doors, cabinet doors, etc. Except the door to the room you will be stationed, and 2 other room doors. If there are closets in the room that you choose, find a way to barricade it. If you have pets, leave them outside if you can, or have someone watch them at another location. No electronics can be in the room at the start of the game. No cell phones, digital watches, computers, or any other electronic devices. Start setup around 12 p.m. Place the item belonging to your victim just out of range of your front door, so that when the door opens, it will not hit or knock over the item. Mary Rose will retrieve the item before her departure, should you successfully complete the game. Now, head to the room where you will be stationed. Place the mirror on the opposite end of the room facing the door. You need to be able to see out the door in the reflection. Place the table in front of the mirror. On its surface should be your candles. The order doesn't matter. The piece of paper, the quill or drip pen, and the small empty container. Put the chair in front of the table. This is where you will be sitting. The distance between you and the table placed in front of you should be about arm's length. Pour the salt around your chair. This is your protection in case anything should go wrong, though this will not guarantee your safety. On the piece of paper, using your pen and ink, write the following. Mary Rose, Mary Rose, won't you play a game with me? Low whistling on forbidden nights, he strides rhythmically across loose floorboards. She trembles, cowering under flimsy covers. He stands on the outside of her bedroom door that her mother left ajar. Can I have a taste, Mary? Hungry eyes searching breathlessly, shifting under the shadow of the moonlight. He crumples into her with an outstretched smile. He leaves satisfied. Mary Rose, Mary Rose, come find me. At the bottom, sign the name of the person you wish to curse. Do not use a nickname. You must know their legal name, otherwise it will not work, and instead your name will appear on the paper at the end of the game, no matter the outcome. Leave the paper on the table. Find a safe room, a bedroom or any room in your location where you can sleep. Open areas are not recommended. Choose 2 other rooms and leave the doors open. Do not use your safe room. Turn off all the lights except for the light in your safe room. Taking your salt and the knife you used to cut your hand, draw a line of salt in front of the doorway to your safe room, then place the knife on the floor just outside of the room. Close and, if possible, lock the door. You are permitted to have your electronics in this room with you. Set an alarm for 3 a.m. and go to sleep with the lights on. This is important. Playtime. 1. Wake up at 3 a.m. and turn off your alarm, and take note of any red flags before proceeding. If the light in the room is off when you wake, remember you left it on. Abandon the mission. If the room door is open upon waking, remember you left it closed. Abandon the mission. If any of the 3 doors that you left open are closed, abandon the mission. If you sleep like a log and don't wake up by at least 3:30 a.m., abandon the mission. If the entrance door is open when you left it closed and locked, abandon the mission. If the chair is facing the door, remember you placed it facing the mirror. Abandon the mission. If you look into the room where you will be stationed and you see something in the mirror, abandon the mission. Lastly, and this is important, if you find the knife anywhere on the bed with you upon waking, remember you left it outside the room. Leave the house quietly. If you have to abandon the game due to any of the reasons above, leave the location and do not return until 6 a.m. The coast should be clear, but it is highly recommended that you do a spiritual cleansing if you're using your own house to play the game. Assuming everything is going as planned at this point, light the candles. You will notice the knife resting on the table. Do not be alarmed, this just means Mary Rose accepts your game request. 2. Assuming everything is going as planned at this point, light the candles. You will notice the knife resting on the table. Do not be alarmed, this just means Mary Rose accepts your game request. 3. Stab the knife into the paper and place the paper just outside the door. Put the knife right on top of the paper. This will start the game. 4. Turn around and head back to your chair. You will instantly have a feeling of wrongness. Do not look behind you. You may hear footsteps or a light wheezing. No matter what, do not look behind you. Don't let curiosity be your undoing. 5. Take your seat and look directly into the mirror. You will see the mangled corpse of Mary Rose. However, if you should see the mangled corpse of a man instead, close your eyes immediately and say, "You are not welcome, Father," 3 times. Count to 30 and open your eyes. Mary Rose should be standing in his stead. If not, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. It is said that if she appears to be smiling, then it is advised that you be on your guard, for it is likely the game will not end in your favor. 6. You will notice that she picks up the knife and walks away. Don't be alarmed that she left the paper where it lay. She will collect it at the completion of the game, no matter the outcome. 7. Close your eyes and count to 30. Do not rush, take your time. 8. Keep your eyes closed. When you're done counting, recite these words as loud as you can. Knock, knock, Mary Rose. Where are you hiding? Did I mention that it is highly recommended that you are extremely familiar with your game location? You need to learn every inch of your location and be able to note where every noise is coming from if you wish to have any chance of winning this game. 9. Mary Rose will knock 5 times in any given location inside the house. For the sake of simplicity, I will refer to your location as a house. At this point, it is up to you to determine where she is. Do not, and I will repeat, do not rush your answer. Take your time to mull it over, making sure you are as positive of your answer as humanly possible. This is not the time to second guess yourself. 10. Look into the mirror, and when you are ready, speak your answer loud. If you are correct, she will appear just outside the door for a few seconds before disappearing. If you are incorrect, one of the doors that you left open will slam shut. You must answer correctly 3 times to win, thus the 3 open doors. 11. Repeat steps 7 through 10 until the game is completed. Each answer you get incorrect, Mary Rose will steadily advance closer to you, and you may also notice your hearing beginning to dissolve. No matter what, do not look behind you, unless you are on a losing streak and want a quick way out. No one truly knows what happens if you lose a game with Mary Rose. Suffice to say, you won't be walking away from this game in one piece. Those who have completed the game successfully say that within 3 days' time, person they cursed simply disappears without a trace. What's the catch? If you successfully complete the game, you may wonder. Don't worry, there is none. Do you still wish to play? Well, good luck, my bravely moronic friend. You'll need it. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments below, and tell me what you thought of this narration. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for updates, and if you'd like to get early videos, shoutouts, and much more, I'd appreciate it if you check out my Patreon page. It's a place where you can help support my channel while getting awesome rewards in the process, and every pledge helps out a ton, no matter the size. So if you'd like to see all the rewards I offer and consider becoming a patron, it'd mean a ton to me if you'd click the link in the description and just check it out. And don't forget to show some love to the amazingly talented authors who make these narrations possible. Have a good night, everybody. Cheers.